Hi, I'm Haley Studer, CEO of achi. I founded achi to help break down barriers surrounding the social determinants of health and to change our healthcare payment models. On this International Women's Day, we wanted to celebrate some of the amazing women we've had the opportunity to work with over the past 2 years. Thanks, ladies, for continuing to show us new ways to collaborate, for uplifting those in your community, for blazing new trails, and for breaking the bias every day.
Hi, I'm Christine Sweeney, Executive Director of the Art Tatum Zone. I get really excited when I think about women coming together and collaborating to make a difference. One of the ways that I hope to inspire that daily, both in my personal and organizational life, is first to recognize my own personal and organizational limits. I can't do it all, and I was never intended to. I release that pressure for myself. The next thing I get excited about doing is celebrating the wins of other extraordinary women leaders in our community. Not comparing myself to them, but celebrating their wins and looking at opportunities for collaboration and partnership.
One of my favorite quotes says, "Each time women come together, the world heals a little bit more." I think there's no truer statement than that statement right there. Within women, we have this ability to not only create, but also to nurture, to bring life to everything that we touch. This day and age, we see so many women rising up to be a voice for the voiceless, women who are casting off the restraints of shame and sharing their testimonies and real life experiences to show that there's so much hope that exists beyond the hurdles of adversity.
There are so many opportunities to help, and it can start really small. Just being a good friend to your colleagues and supporting them when they might be in a situation where they're experiencing bias, but also helping them raise their hand. You can always be a good friend and a good colleague when you're noticing these kind of things, and that's like the smallest step forward when it comes to supporting women in work. I think what inspires me at work is helping others, is lifting others up. And when I watch my colleagues experience something new or complete something new and really just reach their full potential when it comes to creative energy, it gives me so much joy and passion and inspires me to continue to work hard every day and work even harder for my colleagues.
At a very young age, I always wanted to figure out ways to help others and pay it forward. As I've worked through my career, I've also really had an opportunity and have been honored to help mentor and train so many individuals in the industry of cybersecurity. And one of the things that I ask my mentors to do is to pay forward when they're in a spot in their career that they can do so. And really part of that is continuing to support women in our industry, as well as encourage them to go into cybersecurity fields. And if everyone would pay forward at least with one or two people, the world, in my opinion, would be so much of a better place and we'd be a lot further along.
I am forever grateful for those that paved the path before me. I have some amazing women that have come in and out of my life and have advocated for me. And one way that I'm helping reduce bias is to advocate for others. And often those being advocated for don't even know. And again, it's a way that we as women can empower others by making sure that other women are being talked about in the room. So when they don't have a seat at the table and we are honored to have that seat, that we are speaking about them and again, advocating for them.
When I think about the best way to encourage women to use their voice and speak up, I think about some of the best advice I received, and that was to live confidently in my ability to lead and to impact change. That your voice, when you are passionate, when you are knowledgeable, when you are determined, is just as important as anyone else's in that room. And your opinion and your thoughts may just be that vital voice that convinces people to do something different, to do something better, to challenge someone to step their game up as well.
I think it's those new voices at the table that will bring to bear the best that our society has to offer. Women should never be excluded from that opportunity. The gifts that we offer are just as important as the gifts that any gentleman has to offer at the table as well.
Although we can't avoid bias, we can choose to respond in a way that brings about positive change. Personally, when faced with bias, I remind myself that it's not about me. Instead of responding with resentment, I refocus on my why and show up as the best version of myself in spite of adversity. Continuing to feed into a pattern keeps it alive, but rising above and refocusing on your personal strengths creates positive change and inspires others to do the same.
Every interaction that we have has a ripple effect. We are leaving energy behind us and we are impacting others through our day-to-day interaction. So through advocacy, again, we can rise up together and we can pull others along with us.
You know, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, take someone with you. And so look around, wherever you are, wherever you're working, whatever you're doing in your personal life, in your family life, look for people you can link arms with today.
Always be confident to say what's on your mind, to jump in a conversation, to lend your voice, and let your passion and your expertise guide you in how you show up in a room.
When we're living in our purpose, it transforms our life. We no longer focus on our shortfalls or the shortfalls of others. We begin to see the world through the lens of gratitude and inspiration, which ultimately leads to inclusion.
Happy International Women's Day to all the phenomenal women out there rising up, being a voice, sharing your real life experiences, by this giving hope to others and transforming our community.
Together we can do so much more. And I'm excited to partner with all of the women in our community and around the globe to see an end to bias and inequities and inequalities in my lifetime and beyond.
New leaders are being born every day, so the future starts now. Let's continue to push forward, not only for ourselves in this moment, but for the next generation. Keep growing, keep breaking down barriers, and know that every action you make can leave a lasting impact in this world. To women everywhere, from 1 to 101, happy International Women's Day.